Welcome to the final installment of Angoss Software's three-part series on the credit scorecard development process. In part one of this series, we introduced the credit scorecard and covered the first two steps, data collection and data preparation. In part two of this series, we covered variable selection, course classing, model development, and model validation. In this third and final part, we will cover scorecard scaling and deployment, as well as show you how you can improve efficiencies and ensure compliance across the entire process. Now that our model is tested and validated, we want to translate this logistic regression model into a scorecard in the standard format, like the example discussed in part one of this series. Mathematically, there are three inputs that are used to create the scorecard table: the logistic regression model, the definition of the weight of evidence transformations for the variables that appear in the selected model, and the scaling parameters of the scorecard. Scorecard scaling is based on mapping the odds to score points. The scaling parameters of the scorecard allow the translation of odds of good to bad to a numerical score. For this, we will need three parameters. The first two are the base odds and base scores. We have highlighted the odds 50 to 1 and corresponding score 600. So if we take a sample of 51 accounts, 50 of them will be good, 1 will be bad, and all of the accounts in this segment will have the assigned score of 600. In addition, we need another variable to set the scale. We define what is known as the points to double the odds, or PDO. In our card, the value is 20. So if we move from 600 to 620 points, we have doubled the odds of good to bad. Instead of 50 to 1, it is now 100 to 1. Using these scaling parameters, plus the weight of evidence definition, and the logistic regression model, we can create the scorecard table. Now that we have produced a scorecard in the standard format, we can deploy it in the end user's environment. First, we will need to translate the scorecard to a format that allows its deployment in the operational system. Keep in mind that many environments require the deployment of the scoring process in real time, not in batch form. This will require the translation of the scorecard into a format that the deployment platform understands. In this space, many systems accept or even deal only with documents in extensible markup language, or XML. The final form of the scoring table then could be produced in Predictive Model Markup Language, or PMML, a format compatible with XML. Second, we have to set up the cutoff limits for different decisions. These will be based on the acceptable levels of default and their associated costs to the organization. The third sub-step in the deployment stage is the deployment strategy. Most scorecards are not deployed in the form of simple cutoffs, but are combined with other key performance indicators, or KPIs, to formulate more complex strategies. This simple example shows a tree that we use to segment the population using two key performance indicators before we use the scores: profitability and loyalty. In each of the terminal nodes of the strategy tree, we apply different cutoffs in order to adjust the credit policy with the expected profitability and loyalty indices of the customers. This way, customers who are profitable but are risky are still accepted, but with a lower credit limit to reduce exposure. At Angoss, we understand that the scorecard building steps can be manual and time-consuming. We also know that the demand for industry-compliant scorecards is increasing, and that the human capital within the organization sometimes simply cannot keep up. So at Angoss, we partnered with several Tier 1 lenders, data bureaus, as well as our customers to better understand the scorecard development process and identify areas that incur most inefficiencies. The results of this are the game-changing scorecard building tools within our Knowledge Studio product. Knowledge Studio enables credit risk analysts to build and deploy precise, industry-compliant scorecards faster by automating time-consuming, traditionally manual steps. Some of the features and differentiators of Angoss's scorecard building tools that are helping customers improve their productivity by 35% over traditional scorecard development tools include workflow automation incorporating reusability with simple drag and drop functionality, Variable selection features, including enhanced visual tools and extended statistical features to explore, assess, and select important variables. Assumptions for scorecard building in relation to weight of evidence transformations can be visually assessed and modified, and includes an automatic facility that optimizes variable binning with the new weight of evidence optimizer, ensuring assumptions are met. This is a huge efficiency gain in relation to current methodologies. Full reject inference methods are also included to aid application scorecard development. And the scorecard builder includes the ability to select all or part of the workflow and convert it into SAS code, an efficiency gain of immense attraction. Leading financial services and banking organizations leverage Angoss predictive analytics across credit risk, collections, and marketing. In fact, Angoss software has helped 10 of the top 15 financial services organizations in North America with their predictive analytics needs. We have the software, training, and services your organization needs to either get you started with or update your existing scorecard and predictive analytics strategies. Thank you for taking the time to watch our series on the credit scorecard development process. We hope you found it informative. If you would like to learn more about how Knowledge Studio is helping organizations easily create efficient and compliant scorecards, you can request a personal demo of our software. You can visit our credit scoring landing page, or check out this product sheet that does a deeper dive on Knowledge Studio's scorecard capabilities. And, as always, if you have any questions about this process, scorecards, or predictive analytics in general, feel free to submit them through our website.